Hey everyone, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. As you can hear, I'm still a little bit sickly sounding. I sound worse than I actually am. But a lot of home days recently, so enough time to think about planning. I still have my poor little strawberries here on the ground with the possum protection and frost protection at night, but we will get there. I was going to tell you about this little space here. This little space was originally kept for a swing in this tree for little grandson and granddaughter, eventually other granddaughter, but we haven't got around to the swing thing yet, and hubby's wondering if the branches are big enough for it. I'm going to stay in the realms of safety, so we're going to put these somewhere. The more I look at the garden and think, oh, there's this and this and this to do, so I'm just going to do a couple of basic things so that I can see where it's going to go for summer, and I'll feel a whole lot better organisationally if I can see the framework starting to take shape. If you've seen my very early videos here, I used to have these stepped plant stands. I think I had 3 at that stage, underneath my washing line and just surrounded by fencing so that the possums didn't keep getting in there. And one thing that they did do was climb up or down here. If I put it next to my high balcony, they'd run along the balcony railing and then tumble down here, and you'd hear this terrible crash in summer, and my tomatoes would be all over the ground. There are lots of videos of possum attacks on my channel if you look back long enough to February and perhaps March. And so I want to put these in a spot that are not going to allow a step to jump into my garden beds. That's why they're a little bit further away. But I'm not sure how smart possums actually are and how much they want to get in those garden beds. Until there's actual fruit, they probably will stay out of there. So we have a few months to have it this way. So I'll see what I come up with and I'll bring you along. Nothing much has changed on the heat mats inside, but we do have our little ground cherries up. These little ones. And this one. So that's exciting. Hubby loves those, and they're pineapple flavoured. Finally got myself some new embarrassing garden shoes. Not expensive, but very useful, easy to slip on and off. And they don't wet my socks if I wear socks. And I run out to the garden because they don't have holes in the bottom, only the top. You've probably noticed just now we already have issues with the back half of this sinking. I'd forgotten that it does sink into the ground. What I've got for that is a pretty basic thing. We have some large chunks in our mulch. You may have things like that kicking around, so I can't do it one-handed, but I'm just going to put that under the end that's sinking. Not the best case scenario, but it'll do for now because I've run out of concrete pavers. I'll have to get some. Well, I'm happy to have been able to do something in the garden today. just don't have a lot of energy. Little things can start your thought processes and make you feel a whole lot better about a big long job becoming bite-sized. Anyway, I might go inside soon, but hope you're having fun in your garden. Thanks for watching. See you next time.